answer, girl. I'm in here getting my life. Oh, say I'm not gonna cry, no. Say I'm walking out the. It's one thing. Y'all ain't ready for that goddamn Drew here, baby. I was in here getting ready for the day because I'm getting ready to go on a late lunch date when I finish doing this video. But I couldn't get out of here on our makeup day without calling y'all with Basketball Wives LA. Let me start out by saying this. It felt good to get a full episode of Basketball Wives LA and it wasn't chock full of that goddamn Evelyn and Tammy drama and that bullshit with Jen. But let's just get it started where it started at. Shawnee and Evelyn drinking that weed coffee. Now, Evelyn, you want me to sit up here on this TV and honestly believe that Jenny from the Bronx and the ghetto bitch that lived down in Miami ain't never smoked a good reefer before? Girl, bye. You was too damn comfortable drinking it in that goddamn coffee that never had none smoked it before. You don't smoke that or ate it, Evelyn from the damn Bronx. You an around the way girl. I need an around the way girl, bitch. You did that shit in the 80s and the 90s, old as you damn is, and you trying to damn pull it. Okay. I'm not gonna give this lady too much because she was in bereavement and maybe it was grief that made her put that wig on. She was grief stricken and scrumming her pain and that's why she could not make an adequate wig choice. But OG, it just seemed like your entire family got a style problem. Now, I simply just put the picture up on my Instagram and the people went in. The people said your sister looked like that damn gremlin. Now, here's the thing, right? Y'all want to talk about, oh, Dineva picking on the lady because she black. Dineva picking on the lady because she dark skinned. Dineva picking on the lady because she got Nigerian features. And none of that has anything to do with that woman having that dry ass, dusty ass, blonde, strawberry blonde wig on. Listen, that wig could have been on Kim Kardashian, could have been on Angela Bassett, could have been on a goddamn Barbie doll, and it still would have looked horrendous. I don't know what in the entire mother African fuck possessed that woman to purchase that wig, yet alone put it on. Nigerian people. While y'all had 200 people come around y'all house, the community, and console y'all and bring y'all ackee and soft fish and rice and all this other stuff, them same 200, out of them 200 people, 1 or 2 people should have pulled that girl to the side and put a spell on that goddamn wig and sent that shit to the grave and made sure that it never returned. We don't want no zombie wig. We don't want no dead wig. We damn sure don't want no strawberry blonde on OG sister. It has nothing to do with how that lady, well, it got a little bit to do with how she looked, but it just has everything to do with their style choices. And I'm going to say this, because when I was on my plane over the weekend, I was thinking about what's wrong with OG. The issue is with OG and both her sister is that they are trying to apply European beauty and European fashion products to African people. And this holds true across the board. I don't even like seeing African American women with all this blonde hair and bone straight European Pocahontas hair. You are taking a look that was not naturally designed for your ethnicity and trying to pull it off. And that's why y'all look foolish. Listen, OG's sister made OG look high fashion. OG's sister made OG look like she could walk with the likes of Cindy Crawford, Claudia Shepard, Linda Evangelista, and Naomi damn Campbell. Like, OG, you put your sister to shame. And the sad part about it is, y'all walking around with the confidence like y'all bad bitches. Trust and believe, when we get ready in the day in the morning and we leave and we check our mug and everything in the mirror, before we get in our car, we be like, yeah, bitch, I did this. No, you didn't, sis. Like, sis, you look fucked up. And OG and your sister, if y'all are within earshot of my voice, y'all look fucked up. Like, y'all need to go to an image consultant immediately, okay? Immediate damnly, and get that shit rectified. Like, honestly and truthfully, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all wanted to say about Tammy Roman coming on looking like a baby mama in a ball dress her first season, but y'all look worse than fucking Tammy Roman when she first hit the show, and I am expecting a hell of a lot more from y'all next season if you continue to be there. Jackie in this play, Jackie is over dramatic in everything that she do, so I feel like it's only right that she goes into theater. Now, is it me, or do I feel like they playing up this whole Jackie forgetting her lines, Jackie being stressed out? I must have rehearsed my lines. But I'm just happy to see we are getting through the season and the bullshit is not on Jackie Christie. She is mending her broken wounds, mending her broken wings, you know, being unchanged from the bondage of her past. And I'm really liking the spiritual journey that Dr. Heavenly, Lord have mercy, Jesus, that Jackie Christie is embarking upon and allowing us to be a part. OG in that conversation with her coach in regards to her being overly aggressive on the field as a result of her being in mourning. You know, I thought that was one of those scenes that was staged or whatever the case may be, but when they got down to the field, OG really was like very aggressive, and I guess that's a real thing coaches have to go through, understanding that one of their players is going through something personally and that it may affect the safety and well-being of other players on the field. Nevertheless, I find that it was much better that OG took her aggression out on the field versus one of them damn women, poor Kristen or Evelyn or some damn body, because she would have whooped somebody's ass to a bloody pulp. But here's my thing, OG, if ever again you got some aggression that you want to take it out on, go around your sister's house, look in her boudoir, and beat up them damn wigs, because where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm pretty sure your sister got more of them hideous damn wigs. She probably got the nerve to have them on a mannequin head or hanging up on a silk hanger. No, God, go around there and just beat the dog fuck out her whole closet. And if that ain't enough, you could beat up yours too. Jackie Christie going to counseling. Listen, I'm about to fire my therapist and hire this lady that Jackie Christie got, because what I like with her, she gives you that hard black mother love and wit, along with the professional and the medical side of things. Like, she don't let Jackie Christie backpedal or pussy pop out of anything. But what I like about this counseling session and what it did for me that Iyanla could not, when Jackie was trying to go in on Takari, not go in, but explain her frustrations with Takari and her relationship, and the doctor was talking to Jackie saying that, Jackie, while you're trying to say Takari is this, that, and everything else, what I need you to understand is she is a reflection of you. She gets this behavior from you. She's modeling herself after you. And you physically saw the light bulb go off in Jackie's head, but moreover, you saw some of Jackie's burden just rise up off her shoulders in that aha moment. And that's what therapy is all about. And you saw Jackie's frown turn into a slight, you know, grin, smile, smirk. I'm happy for Jackie. I hope that Takari can sit back, see this show, see that her mother is at least trying to do the work, and when Takari is ready, she can do the same work, excuse me, and perhaps they both can heal on their own and come together and forge some type of relationship as mother and daughter and live as one big happy family. I am happy for Jackie. It's been a long time coming. I know what it entails, going to therapy, having to take an introspective look at yourself, because I had to do it just as recently as about 3 or 4 months ago for the heavy stuff, and I'm still in therapy now, working through some things in my life. And I know what that process can be like, how hard it can be to start, but I also know what it feels like to be on the other side of that rainbow. So hats off to Jackie. Jackie, Malaysia, and Kristen going down to that sex shop. The sex stuff was funny, but what I liked even more is when they got to the part about Cece and Jen and Kristen bringing Cece down to that dinner, and Malaysia put all her shopping goods down, yoked her neck around, and was basically like, yeah, bitch, this the part I was waiting for. What was that all about? What I liked about that scene, because Malaysia and Jackie both articulated to Kristen how wrong it was, how fucked up it was, how anti-productive or counterproductive it was, how low-key shady it was, and how Jen antagonized and made the situation worse. I like the fact that Kristen in that moment was able to understand it, receive it, own it. You know, she felt that Cece had Jackie on her side, so she needed someone on her side, which is very immature and little girl-like, but that's what, you know, I can't make somebody more mature than they are, and I'm not going to fault her for just not being there, not knowing how to be grown all the way. Nevertheless, she got it, she understood it, and I hope that her and Cece can sit down and get their shit together. But speaking of Kristen too, I also like that when OG came to the thing and revealed that her brother had passed, that Kristen, you know, escorted her to the bathroom and they were able to put the petty shit aside. And that's how you know, as human beings, that we were designed by nature to love one another. Because what I like is that no matter what, when all of these ladies be going through something, for real, it's like the bullshit goes out the window and they're all able to connect on the heart level. And y'all, that's what life is all about. That's what relationships are all about. That's how things are supposed to be. And hats off for Kristen for evolving, being mature, and OG for being vulnerable and receptive enough to receive Kristen. Malaysia coming down to the plate and sitting separate. I got mixed feelings about what went on in that scene. I get Malaysia not wanting to be a part of the mess. I totally get all of that. I was a little taken aback with Zell's going in on Jen to the magnitude in which he did. Then in front of Evelyn. Even Evelyn looked like, where is this coming from? It felt unwarranted. You know, Zell's, once again, I hate to say it, but it just felt like you was doing way too much. And it was like, Papa, you already part of the VH1 family. You already on the show. You don't have to prove yourself. It just felt too much. What I didn't like about it is that it fed right into what they expect the gay boys to do. Come on and just be messy for no damn reason, going in on Fish for no damn reason. It wasn't warranted. Then on top of that, it was disrespectful. Like, at the end of the day, Jen is Evelyn's friend, right? So it's disrespectful to Evelyn to sit there and just start going in on her friend to her unwarrantedly, if that's the word, in an unwarranted fashion like that. I don't know. It just, you know, while the shit he was saying could have been extremely hilarious in the proper context, I just think the timing was a little off. And Malaysia, on top of that, you knew how Zell's felt about Jen coming into the situation. And I low-key felt like, you know, you could have ensured that something like that didn't happen. You didn't stop it. I low-key feel like you was complicit in Zell's doing that shit and just played the whole, I can't control what he do. I didn't know he was going to say, you know, that's my friend. You know, as real as you are, Malaysia, and as much as I go up for you, it got me looking at you like, all right, mama, you kind of playing them Evelyn Jen games with that one, using Zell's, you know, as a means of getting at whatchamacallit. Nevertheless, I'm really proud of Jackie in that play. I was scared that Jackie was going to bomb the whole play, but she actually did pretty good, y'all. She did pretty good. Shawnee's son and the girl he went to the prom with looked pretty good. This episode of Basketball Wives was pretty uneventful, but that actually is refreshing coming off of how much mess we've been dealing with these last couple of episodes. Like, we needed a break so we could catch our breath. Nevertheless, Nessa girl, I'm finna get in here and watch this Love and Hip Hop reunion, Atlanta season 7 reunion part 2, and I'll call you back in a few. Bang.